Hello again everybody and welcome back to my allotment. I'm on my allotment today. I've just realised it's been about 4 weeks since I've done an update video on my allotment. I've been doing update videos from my mum's new allotment the past few weeks. So today I just wanted to do an update on this allotment, show you how things are going, what I've been up to, because I've still been keeping quite busy actually, despite the fact we're nearly in December. I'm going to show you how the garlic's doing and how the brassicas are doing and things like that, and I'm going to share this exciting delivery with you all. This bag contains next year's seeds, or at least some of them which I've ordered anyway. So I'm going to go through this bag of seeds with you and share what I'm growing next year, so really exciting. So a bit of a cold week in the UK, although it is nearly December, you know, it is winter, so that's usually what happens in the winter, isn't it? So, you know, it is normal. 2 or 3 degrees maximum daytime temperatures and -4, -5 at night. But at least it's dry. There's no snow or rain really forecast for our part of the country anyway, so at least it's dry. I'd rather it be dry and cold than wet. So let's just have a little look at what we've got in the seed order bag.
Yeah. Hands up in the air, they got me down. I keep it on it, they crunching the numbers, I'm bugging out.
We've got some onion seeds for next year, and we've got a lot of them actually. Look at how many of them. Loads of them. Probably gone a little bit overboard, but we're trying to be self-sufficient with onions, and in fact we're still eating onions which we harvested in July. So I think we're on the way there really, and we've got a good few months left of them. So we've got some mammoth onions, some really big onions. There's only 100 seeds in this packet, so fingers crossed they'll do well. I'm probably going to sow them in the next few weeks, around Christmas time. And we've got some red Brunswick onions. We've got a couple of packets of those. Some red Brunswick packets there, some nice red onions, good for storing. We've got some Aylesbury Craig onions. We've got 3 packets of Aylesbury Craig onions here. These are really nice, did really well this year, gave us some really nice big globe shaped onions. They were really nice. They don't store as well, but they do give good onions, so I'm going to grow those again. And then we've got some more onions here. These are the white onions again. Santero F1. We've got 3 packets of those as well. Yeah, so they are a mildew resistant onion. We have quite a big problem with mildew, so I'm going to grow those as well. You know, I like to have a variety of different things, you know, just in case we have a problem with the disease and we have to, you know, rely on another variety to give us a crop. We've got some more parsnip seeds because yeah, parsnip seeds only last for around a year, so you do need to buy new ones every year. So these are parsnips tender and true, a variety which I've grown every year and they always perform really well. So we've got some carrots. We've got 2 different types. We've got early Nantes, which is the summer carrot with blunt ends, and they grow much quicker and are harvested during the summer. And then we've got some carrots, again, some Autumn King carrots. Take much longer to grow. I've got a big pack of those. There's actually 10,000 seeds in there. So yeah, I want to grow more carrots next year, and yeah, we had a really good crop with carrots this year, but I didn't grow enough. You know, we ran out within like a month. You know, we didn't really get too many in the end. I know I've got loads of tomato seeds at home, but I have to always grow Sun Gold cherry tomatoes every single year. Just extraordinarily sweet and prolific tomato. So we've got some sun golds again, and I want to try an F1 hybrid paste tomato because we grow San Mazzanos every year and they always get blight. So tomato Belladine F1, which is a sauce tomato, which we're growing next year. Hopefully we don't get any blight on those. Butternut squash, which the variety is called Hunter. It's an F1 hybrid. Some of those. We've got some sweet corn, Incredible F1. Sweet corn didn't do very well this year. I'm trying the same variety again, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully we have a better year next year. We've got, in fact, we've got a few packs of these already. These are just extra, which I bought. Dwarf French bean, tender green. So we really love our green beans, but we're going to grow some dwarf varieties for, you know, easier management, because, you know, when they're growing up canes, they're a bit harder to manage, I think. We're going to try peas again next year. We've got some Kelvedon Wonders, which is a dwarf variety, only grows to like 18 inches in height. We're going to grow some more of them next year. Not grown peas in a couple of years, but we quite like snacking on them, so we're going to try growing them again and see what happens with those. We've got a couple of flowers. I've got tons of flower seeds at home, but I had to try again for like the third time. Sunflower Pike's Peak, which has the biggest sunflower seeds in the world apparently. Yeah, every time I've grown this, the slugs have demolished it, and that's the only reason why I've never had success. But we're going to keep trying. We're going to give them a go next year again. We're growing some petunias next year. One of my favourite flowers. We're going to try petunias, and we're probably going to grow these in the garden at home as well, actually. We've got some Brussels sprouts. Same variety as we always grow, Brody F1, really nice reliable variety to grow there. We've got some broccoli, Iron Man F1, again a variety which I always grow, and yeah, they give me good results every single year. We've got some winter squash, some Crown Prince pumpkins, which are renowned for the eating qualities, really good for eating. I've heard some really good things about these pumpkins off plot neighbours, so I've decided I'm going to give them a go next year and see what happens. We've got a couple of varieties of peppers, different from last year. We've got some Red Kings, F1 varieties, and we've got Ariane, two different varieties. There's no picture on them. I can't remember exactly how they were, but they looked good on the seed catalogue. So yeah. We'll give them a go, see what happens. We've got some watermelons, Sugar Baby. My son loves watermelon, so I'm going to grow some of those in the polytunnel. I'm probably going to grow less tomatoes and more watermelons and squashes and things like that, because we always get bombarded with tomatoes. So, you know, we'll grow something nice like watermelons. And we've got a couple of varieties of courgettes. We've got some Shooting Star, some yellow climbing courgettes, and we've got some Defender F1s, which we grow every single year and they always do really well. So yeah, we're growing those again. We've got some more beetroot seeds. We've already got some seeds at home, but I've got some more, and this variety is called Boltardy, a good all-round variety. And we've got some radish. Yeah, we've actually got some more seeds, we're not at the end yet. We've got some radish as well, Wilco's radish, and we've got a mixed variety of nine different varieties of sweet pea in here. I really love growing my sweet peas, and King Seeds do a special variety pack every year of different varieties for displays and stuff, so yeah, we've decided to go with them again. So that is the seed order for next year. And that's just the tip of the iceberg, because we've already got loads of seeds at home as well. And my other half, she always says, James, do you not have enough seeds already in your seed storage box? I says, yeah, I don't think you understand. Yeah, it might look like I've got loads of seeds, but really, we've not. I think you can understand, and I'm sure you can relate with that. You know, it might seem like we've got loads of seeds, but we've not got everything. We've never got everything, have we? So, yep. That is next year's seeds. And then in February the seed potatoes will arrive, and yeah, we've ordered how many I can't remember how many varieties. I think 5 varieties of potato I've ordered, so yeah, we should have a really exciting year for potatoes next year. So they will be arriving in February. Now, while on the topic of seeds for next year, I've just like to discuss my plans with you for next year in regards to starting things off. Now, in our spare room at home, got a little bit of space, and I'm going to be getting some of them industrial wire racks that you'd find, you know, like in kitchens, the wire shelvings. And we've got some LED grow lights, and I think I'm going to be starting a few things off quite early in January. You know, things like peppers and onions and aubergines, melons and squashes and things like that. Things you'd start early off at home under grow lights. So that's going to be an exciting project, and I'll do plenty of tours showing you my setup as well. It's going to be quite a big setup, quite exciting, and should give us a good head start on the growing season. I found the earlier you start things off, the better, really, to be honest. Give yourself a good head start, especially with things like peppers. I found they take absolutely forever to get going, and whenever I start them off early, like I did in 2021, I started them off really early under grow lights, actually, that one year, and I had a really good year for peppers. Absolutely amazing. I had some giant, they must have been they were like the size of my hand, some of them. Now, Danny from the Grapevine Garden gave me a really good idea a few weeks ago. He explained that garlic has better flavour when it's the green part of the garlic which you eat, similar to how you would eat a spring onion. You'd eat the green leafy part of the bulb, the sprouts. He said that you can plant the small cloves of garlic which you got that year. You know, if you got some poor garlic cloves, which I definitely did this year, I got some really tiny garlics. My crop wasn't very good. So what I've done is I've actually planted all these really small cloves. I've planted about 100 of them all the way around the border in the polytunnel, and then hopefully next spring we can have some green garlic to enjoy in our cooking. So that'd be really good, and we'll eat them like spring onions and use them in cooking. So that is a really good way of using the poor garlic harvest. I've still got loads of them left here, actually, to be honest. I've just left them, to be honest. There's absolutely loads. I'm probably going to plant more. So yeah, hopefully we have a better year for garlic this year, and I'm going to show you how our garlic's doing now, our purposely planted garlic. We've got some outside and we've got some here in the polytunnel, and we got it from the supermarket, so let's see how they're doing. So this is the China garlic, the garlic which we got from the supermarket, which was grown in China. We planted this a few weeks ago, and they all seem to have sprouted. Some of them are smaller, but they are all coming up now, doing really well. So somebody mentioned that, you know, they might have been sprayed with a growth inhibitor, but clearly that doesn't seem to be the case. They are growing. So we'll see how they do next year, though, and we'll see if we get a good crop of these. Fingers crossed. But yeah, and then all the way around here on this border, all the way up and down here, we've planted the poor garlic harvest, all the small cloves from this year's crop, to get some nice green garlic next year. We've got our white Casablanca garlic outside here, covered in frost, and yeah, not doing anything, just sitting here, to be honest, waiting for spring to arrive. Hopefully we'll get a good few frosts this year. We are this week anyway, and that will help them bulbs split and give us a good crop, hopefully. So yeah, white Casablanca garlic out here now. We do have some elephant garlic over there which I've mulched. They're starting to pop up now over there, and I've been doing an awful lot of manure spreading over the last few weeks. spreading horse manure on pretty much all of the beds, to be honest. And yeah, we do have some Brussels sprouts. Look at that. Yep, them buttons are coming along slowly but surely. Similar story with the kalettes. There's also a few nice little sprouts forming on them now. So in here in the new polytunnel, we've got our garlic all the way around there and around the back as well there, some more. And then we've got our cabbages and mizuna here on this side. Now the cabbages and mizuna got ravaged by slugs when I put them in here a few weeks ago. It was an absolute massacre, brassica massacre. Thankfully though, we had some backup, and yep, they are now in here. It is much colder now, so I don't think the slugs are going to be out as much. You know, they're not going to be as vigorous, hopefully. You know, especially with the nights we're having coming up, like -4, -5. So yeah, the slugs are going to be not happy about that, I don't think. Now we've also been enjoying some more parsnips from this raised bed over the last couple of weeks, and now that we've had some frosts, they do taste better. Vegetables like parsnips do taste better after a few frosts, much sweeter. And there's other vegetables as well, like leeks, Brussels sprouts, cabbages, things like that taste better after a frost. So I'm saving a few of these for Christmas. I'm not going to touch them. There's a few more in here now for Christmas time. So we'll have our Brussels sprouts and kalettes possibly, and we'll have our parsnips as well for Christmas. Now over the last few weeks I've been spreading a lot of wood chip paths around my allotment. I do this every single year, I always top it up. Now I've come up with a plan. I think after next year, possibly starting next year, rather than apply another layer of wood chip over this next year, I'm going to scrape up all the paths, because there is a good few years now of wood chip on here. There's like 3 years of wood chip spread on these paths. When this is broken down next year, I'm going to scrape it all up and I'm going to build some more raised beds using some of this wood chip as the bottom, and then probably top it up with topsoil or something, or horse manure. Or I may just use this as a mulch, you know, because I am starting to go more no dig. I am still in that transition to going no dig, so I do want to make more raised beds. And yeah, the process of no dig, part of that is adding compost or mulch on top every single year. So that is what I'm going to be doing with these wood chip paths. I'll scrape them all up, use them as a mulch, or use them to top up raised beds, which I'm going to be building, and then I will just start fresh. I'll put down fresh wood chip all over again, because after so many years it's just all going to turn into this mushy, soggy mess on these paths, and I may as well use this as a really good rich compost for my plants. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing with these paths. So that should be a very tedious and very long job, but it should pay off and it should be good, because I reckon there's a good few tons of wood chip on these paths now. I think I've made about 4 applications now of this wood chip, and each time there must have been 1 or 2 tons each time put on, because you know it is a big plot, and I wood chip all my paths. Christmas potatoes in the greenhouse. Yeah, not very good, to be honest. These died ages ago now. They got affected by the blight and we just couldn't control it. They are still trying to make a comeback there a little bit, but I've actually just stacked them all up now to move them out of the way because there's nothing going on. We're still going to do a Christmas potato reveal, but you know, I'm expecting new potatoes at the very best, small ones as well at that. So yeah, not great, to be honest. I put that down to the blight, really. Maybe I moved them into the greenhouse too early and the humidity was just too high, because we did have a very warm, very humid September. In fact, we had quite a warm autumn overall, really. So I think the blight just clung on a little bit too late. You know, it was sticking around for quite a while during the autumn. So it's all about trying to keep busy at the moment whilst there's not really much going on at the allotment. And I'm definitely going to be keeping myself busy on my mum's plot during the winter months, and I'll be keeping you all updated on the progress. You may have watched our update video the other week when we have where we had a delivery of wood, which I'm going to be building the raised beds with. We're going to be building about 10 raised beds on that plot over the coming months, so I'm going to be keeping you updated on the progress with those, and I will definitely be busy doing that. So I just wanted to do a quick update today, just showing you what's going on, because it's been quite a while since I've done one on this plot. Now, a few weeks ago I did mention about a Q&A which I'm going to be doing, and I am going to be doing that as soon as I can. I just haven't got round to doing it yet. So I've got all your questions already. For those of you who have asked questions, I've got them all written down, ready to go, and I'm going to be doing them as soon as I can. So if there's any questions anyone else has got, if you've not already asked a question, or you can ask another question if you want, so drop them down in the comments below and I will add them to the Q&A. Any questions about absolutely anything that you have, just fire away and I will answer them in the Q&A. And it's just going to be a little bit of fun, really. Just something to do whilst there's not much going on during the winter months, to help keep us sane, because we're going to be eager to get seeds sown, aren't we? And we can't do it yet because it's too early, so we need something to do, don't we? So thank you very much for watching today's little update, and I hope you all stay safe, stay warm, and remember, happy gardening and enjoy it no matter the weather. I'll see you in the next one.